This is lesson 1-3, or excuse me, 2-3, slope of a line. This is purely a review of what you should have done in Algebra 1. It says the slope of the non-vertical line passing through the points x1, y1, and x2, y2 is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, or rise over run. And if you're looking at the graph, it's the up and down over the left and right. So it says find the slope of the line passing through the following points. You always label your points. Every point is xy. The first point you put 1s. The second point you put 2s. And then you just fill it into the formula. It's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And it's just 2 over 3. So it's 2/3. Do it again. xy, xy. The first point gets 1s. The second point gets 2s. So it's y2, negative 1, minus y1, 4, over x2, 2, minus x1, 3. So that's negative 5 over 2 take away 3 is negative 1. Two negatives make a positive. Okay. And this is just your 4 different kinds of slope. A line with a positive slope rises from left to right. M is greater than 0, and it's going to look like this. A line with a negative slope falls from left to right. Looks like that. A line with a slope of 0 is horizontal. M is 0. And horizontal lines look like this. And a line with an undefined slope, M does not exist, is vertical. And what I say is you think of it like a little man skiing. Here he is. He's always going from left to right. He's going uphill, so it's positive. Here, he's going downhill, so it's negative. Here, if he's skiing with no hands or no poles, he's not going anywhere. He's like kind of moving back and forth, and he's not going anywhere. He's trying to, but he can't, so it's 0. And then he's skiing along, and he gets to this, and he falls off and dies. And I'm about to sneeze. Hold on, I'm going to pause it. I'm back. Sorry. You didn't even know I was gone, did you? But I was. I had to sneeze. He falls off and dies, so his life is now undefined. He no longer exists, so vertical lines have no slope. It says without graphing, tell whether the line through the given points rises, falls, is horizontal, or is vertical. So we're going to find the slope again. x1, y1, x2, y2, and fill it in. 3 minus 3 over 4 minus negative 4. That's 0 over 8. 0 on top is 0. 0 on bottom is undefined. So if it's 0 slope, then it looks like this, so that's horizontal. If you had wound up with a number over 0, that does not exist. That's vertical. Here I've got 0 take away 2 over 3 minus negative 2. That's negative 2 over 5. So that's negative, so it's going to look like this, so it's going to fall from left to right. Tell which line is steeper. The bigger the slope, the steeper the line. So line 1, we would do 5 minus 0 over 0 minus negative 1. So it has a slope of 5. Line 2, that would be, it has a slope of 3. So line 1 is steeper because it has a bigger number. Slope's bigger, the steeper the line. Find this. So take a minute, pause the video, try these, and then come back and I'll work them out for you. You're back. So this would be x1, y1, x2, y2. So it would be 1 minus negative 4 over negative 5 minus 2. Yeah. So that's 5 over negative 7. Without graphing, tell whether the line rises, falls, is horizontal or vertical. So it would be negative 5 minus 3 over 5 minus 0. So that's negative 8 over 5. It's negative, so it's going to fall. Which one is steeper? 3 minus 1 over 0 minus negative 5. That's 2/5. And then this one's 9 minus 7 over 3 minus 0. That's 2/3. 2/3 is bigger than 2/5, so this one is steeper. Line 2. And then slopes of parallel and perpendicular lines. Parallel lines. Lines are parallel if and only if they have the same slope. You should have done this in geometry. Their slopes are equal. Okay? So perpendicular lines are perpendicular if and only if their slopes are opposite reciprocals of one another. So, M1 is -1 over M2. Or if you multiply them together, you get -1. I think that's what that's wanting there. Tell whether the lines are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So we find the slopes of each. So line 1, 4 minus 1 over 0 minus 1. That's 3 over -1. Line 2, -3 minus 3 over 0 minus -2. That's -6 over 1, which is 2. Just kidding. That's -3 over 1. Make sure I did that right. I did. They're almost perpendicular. If one of these had been positive, they would have been perpendicular, but they're neither. Because it's not an opposite reciprocal. For this to be perpendicular, wait, I'm just kidding. Those are, ignore everything I just said. This equals -3, this equals -3, so they have the same slope, so they're parallel. Sorry, I was looking at it upside down. And then this one, 3 minus -1 over 2 minus -1. That's 4 over 3. And then 2 minus -3 over -3 minus 4. That's 5 over -7. Yeah, those are definitely neither. And then you can try these. Which line is parallel to the line through -4, 2, and 2, 1? So that'd be 1 minus 2 over 2 minus -4, -1 over 6. So I want the one that's -1 over 6. So this would be 6 minus 0 over 0 minus -1. That's 6 over 1. So that's the perpendicular line. And this one's 1 over -6, which is the same, so it's line 2. Line 1 is perpendicular. Find the slope of a road that rises 20 feet, rises 20 over 200. So 20 over 200, then find the rise over a 250 foot section of road. So find the rise. You're going to set up a proportion, just like that, and cross multiply. So 200x equals 20 times 250. If I had 20 quarters, I'd have $5. So 5,000. Yep. And then divide by 200. And I do use my calculator, just not often. Not right now. I don't know how many times that goes. 5,000 divided by 200. 25 times. Or, wait, I did that completely wrong. No, I didn't. No, I did it right. I think 250 times 20 divided by 200. Yeah, I'm good. Okay. Feet. And I think that's the end. Yes, it is.